Have you ever caught yourself wondering if you're secretly falling behind financially, even though you're doing everything right? Maybe you're sitting in bed at 2:47 a.m., scrolling through your bank app, wondering how your high school friend just posted a photo of their new home, while you're debating whether to move your rent money or keep enough for groceries. Or maybe you're at brunch listening to someone casually mention their investment portfolio, and you're sitting there thinking, well, technically my checking account was positive this morning. If that sounds familiar, you're not broken. You're just a 30-year-old in 2025 trying to survive an economy that's rewritten the rules of adulthood. I'm Alec. I spend way too much time digging through financial data to understand why entire generations feel financially trapped, even though they're earning more than any generation before them. So today, let's pull back the curtain on what the average 30-year-old's money situation actually looks like. The real numbers, not the Instagram version. 1. The student loan trap that never ends. Let's start with the debt that refuses to die, student loans. According to federal data, the average 30-year-old still owes around $39,000 in student debt. That's not what they borrowed. That's what's left after years of faithfully making payments. And for many, the math is brutal. The typical monthly payment? About $410. That's $410 that can't go toward a down payment, an emergency fund, or even a weekend trip that might keep you sane. Meet Jordan, 31. A nurse earning $72,000 a year. Jordan's been paying $380 a month on her $60,000 student loan since graduation. Her balance today? $61,200. Yeah, she's paid for 6 years and somehow owes more than when she started. Because she was on an income-driven plan, her payments didn't even cover the interest, meaning her debt quietly grew in the background while she thought she was doing the right thing. This isn't rare. It's the new normal. 2. Credit card debt. The hidden budget filler. Now let's talk plastic. The average 30-year-old carries about $4,500 in credit card debt, with an average interest rate of 22%. That means $990 per year just in interest. But here's what most people don't get. This isn't reckless spending. It's survival spending. Let's look at Rachel, 29, who works in digital marketing and earns $55,000. Her credit card debt isn't from vacations or gadgets. It's from $1,200 for a car repair, $700 in medical bills, $1,600 in groceries and random expenses during months when rent spiked. She's not irresponsible. She's just living in an economy where basic life maintenance costs more than her income can handle. And with credit cards charging over 20%, debt grows faster than most salaries ever could. 3. The housing mirage. Let's face it, owning a home by 30 used to be a sign of stability. Now it's practically a luxury badge. The home ownership rate for under 30s sits around 36% and falling. The average home price in the U.S.? Roughly $490,000. That means a 20% down payment, $98,000, just to start. And even if you manage that, a 30-year mortgage at today's rates would run about $2,200 a month, not counting taxes or insurance. Now picture someone earning the median $60,000 salary. Their take-home pay after taxes is about $3,900. That $2,200 mortgage eats up 56% of their entire income. This is why so many millennials and Gen Z adults rent, not because they want to, but because it's the only option left. 4. The savings illusion. Experts love to say you should have your annual salary saved by age 30. So if you make $60,000, you should have $60,000 saved. In reality, the median 30-year-old has about $12,000 in total savings, across checking, savings, and retirement combined. That's not even enough to cover 3 months of expenses in most cities. And half of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency without debt. The reason isn't laziness, it's math. Between rent, loan payments, and inflation, most 30-year-olds don't have the cash flow to save like financial gurus suggest. 5. The bigger picture. So if you feel behind, you're not failing. You're just living through one of the most financially difficult times in modern history. Our parents built wealth in a system where housing, healthcare, and education were cheap compared to income. We're trying to do the same in a system that charges premium prices for basic life milestones. The truth? Most 30-year-olds today aren't bad with money. They're just playing a game where the rules have changed, and the old advice no longer works. If this made you feel seen, good. Because the first step toward fixing a broken system is acknowledging that it's broken. You don't need to have it all figured out by 30. You just need to know where you stand and stop comparing your reality to someone else's highlight reel. Because pretending everything's fine while drowning in debt? That's not financial strategy. That's emotional bankruptcy.